Hello everyone and welcome to the Kalamazoo 2-for-1 special. That's right, 2 airport updates in one video. We'll start with the retro Kalamazoo update, and then we'll go on to our regularly scheduled 7th airport update of Kalamazoo Battle Creek International Airport. So for the retro update, all these flights are from 2005 at Kalamazoo. I do not believe the terminal is accurate to what it looked like in 2005, because they did some renovations on it in 2011, and I just don't really think that this is exactly how it looked. But I will improve on these in the future, and this is kind of like a trial version just to see how it works. I got all the flight information from departedflights2.com. There's also the original departed flights, which show a bunch of retro aircraft schedules and flights and everything. I highly suggest you check it out. That's where I am getting the information for these retro updates from. I could probably only do the 2005 flights, even though the original departed flights shows flights from like the 70s all the way up to the 90s. The departed flights 2 currently only has 2005, which is probably the only one I can do because a lot of my models are more recent. So that's why I'm doing this one. This is going to be a 2005 time frame airport update. There's no specific time of the day which this is. I just wanted to showcase some of the flights and the airlines. For this update and for the future ones, I'll just kind of show you what we have going on here. So here at Gate 2 we have American Eagle. That's just like they always have been in the regular airport updates. Then we have Delta here at Gate 3. This is an inaccurate aircraft. This is before they merged with Northwest, so this livery did not exist yet. And finally United. And also Gate 4 here. This will be in Northwest once I get some Northwest models in the future, which I really do want to get because their hub for a while was in Minneapolis until Delta took over. So, you know what, I do want to get some retro Northwest models. I think that would be pretty cool. And now we will get into our retro update. And you know what, why not do this handheld? Just like the old days of these airport updates on YouTube. We'll do this one handheld. We'll start here in Gate 2 with this American Eagle E-145. This is in the old livery. This one came in from Chicago O'Hare, and then they still only had the O'Hare flights on American Eagle back in 2005. This one doing an O'Hare turn, getting the bags loaded up. Our second aircraft back here. This is Delta Connection CRJ 200. Of course, this livery is inaccurate. It was actually in the Delta Flight Wavy Gravy livery, whatever you want to call it. This one is operated by Comair. So that's a bit of a difference there. And also the route, this one came in from Cincinnati, and we'll be heading out to Cincinnati. Comair and Delta, back in 2005, operated Cincinnati turns on their CRJ 200s. So that's really an interesting flight here for Delta. And even though this is an inaccurate livery, I just don't want to feature that because they obviously don't do that flight anymore. My guess is that they haven't done it since they merged with Northwest, so still a very interesting flight there for Delta, and glad to showcase it. Gate 4, of course, Northwest, and I'll hopefully get some Northwest aircraft in the future to showcase at that gate. And then our final aircraft here is United Express CRJ 200 in the Battleship Gray livery. This is operated by Air Wisconsin. They also had SkyWest operated flights at this time. They both went to Chicago O'Hare, and back then, only had O'Hare turns, just like they did up until recently when they ceased service here, which was sad. But back in 2005, they still had United service. This one was just not pushing back before its flight out to O'Hare. So that'll do it for this first retro update of Kalamazoo. I do want to do some more of these once I get some more models. I don't know which airports I will really be able to do these at because I don't really have a lot of retro stuff. Kalamazoo is obviously the easiest because I don't really need a lot of aircraft here. But I will try to improve these in the future, and hopefully this will be a fun thing to do. So I'll see you in the next retro update, but now I'll move on to the regularly scheduled Kalamazoo Battle Creek International Airport update number 7. And now we'll move on to our regular Kalamazoo Battle Creek International Airport update. We'll start here at Gate 3, where we see this Delta Connection Bombardier, that's Mitsubishi, CRJ-700. Ladies and gentlemen, non-binary, and any combination of. Delta has done it again. Yeah, this is just unbelievable. For the third update in a row, we've seen a little bit more variety in here. Again, this is a 700. This is a 700, not a 900 like I said in the last time. This is a 700. Clearly, it's a Bombardier Mitsubishi CRJ-700. It's a 700. Okay, before I have an aneurysm, this one is operated by Endeavor Air. This one came in as flight 5300 from Detroit, and we'll be doing a turnaround, of course, heading back out there. But still, very cool that Delta is doing this. All these flights are from Sunday, May 8th, Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day, belated Mother's Day to everyone. But still a very interesting flight here that Delta is doing. I'm glad that we're seeing a little bit more variety here on these Delta ones. I mean, come on, American, you're kind of falling behind here with these just repetitive E145s. No time frame for this one. This is just a kind of a generalization, no specific one, but these two flights that I'm showcasing here were mid-afternoon flights, so no specific time frame, but we have a kind of a generalization time frame, if that makes sense. I don't know what this has been so far. This is just a really weird update, but I'm really happy that Delta is doing this here at Kalamazoo, and we keep on seeing these different aircraft in here. So good job on Delta. And of course, we can't forget the good old American Eagle E145 operated by Envoy Air. I know I kind of trashed it because they're not putting any aircraft swaps in here or anything. It's just E145 day after day after day after day, but it's still a very beautiful model, and I'm glad to include it in these airport updates. Like I said, this is operated by Endeavor Air. This one came in from Chicago O'Hare, and we'll be heading back out there as it's taxiing out for its flight back out to Chicago O'Hare. So this one departed a little bit before the CRJ-700 arrived, but still within an hour, so it's basically the same, right? But as we'll conclude this airport update, thank you all for checking it out. I know this is kind of a weird airport update, kind of experimental too. I just wanted to see how the retro stuff worked out, and super stoked that Delta keeps on bringing some variety in here. Super stoked that American keeps on flying their E145s here, and super stoked to bring some retro stuff to you guys. So I would call it a success, even though this is kind of a unusual airport update, throwing a little bit of comedy in there. And like I said, that is where I'll conclude this airport update, and I will see you tomorrow. As always, good night. Auf Wiedersehen.